So here we go, Sunday service number 2. Now, so my wise words for Sunday service number 2 is mind your words on the internet. Now this is directly pointed, is dedicated more to the celebrities than your local, resident. It's more towards the celebrities, because celebrities have much more heat on them, and they tend to forget that everything they say can be held or used against them. So, as much as they want to sit down and believe that they can say whatever they want, and then they run stuff, and they could be normal. Oh, we're just normal people. No, shut up. You're a household name, and there's some things that you just can't do, and there's some things you gotta be mindful and cautious and careful, and celebrities forget about that. So keep in mind that what fed my opinion about mind your words on the internet is the whole situation between Liam and the world on Twitter. So that's what is fueling my opinion on mind your words on the internet. Now, you're a celebrity, you're a household name. Now there are just some things that you can or cannot do. Especially Twitter. Mainly, what I'm actually really referring to more about is Twitter. People write stuff and they tend to forget that the limelight is on them, and they tend to forget that there's the media, socialites, paparazzi's, everyone, and their own fandom waiting for them to say and whatever they're gonna say, and just to psychoanalyze everything they say. Now, they might have meant one thing, but another person from across the world came up with something else and is going to publicate it and call you out on it. Now, this is basically what ended up happening with the Liam situation, but blah, blah, blah. Now, why I say mind your words on the internet is because I've seen people's career get tumbled down because of the recklessness and the shenanigans that they do and say on Twitter. Okay? Where's Azealia Banks? Ooh, I went there. I definitely did. No regrets. She's out here making Twitter wars with every known celebrity. Where is she now? If you can name something that she's doing, if you can tell me something of where she's at, she's back in the 212. Why? Because she's very reckless, and she was doing a lot of shenanigans on Twitter. Okay, that's the only example I have, because every time I think about it, she comes up. Anyways, so it's just that celebrities, they signed up for, they signed up for the fame that they have. They either worked their way up there or they auditioned and did stuff. They signed up, they worked their way up there. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. Now, it was not work their way up there. They signed up their way up there. They were led up there. Now, it's not like they, like I said, not randomly chosen. Now, with that being said, it's you should know what comes with fame, what comes with the media, what comes with the limelight being on you. If you're messing around with someone who is famous, you should also know what happens when you're messing about with someone who has the media on them constantly. So, it's there's people, they want to be here, play the victim card. But it's just no, you know what you was getting yourself into. So, no, don't sit down and just deal with it. Celebrities are media trained. Celebrities don't, they don't really look at the media a lot because it's, it's ridiculous, whatever. I don't even know what that has to do with anything. Now, later on, my opinion towards the Liam situation, I feel like it was a little bit sketch because, wait, before I even mention that, I feel like Liam didn't even know. The kid probably did not even know about whatever controversial thing that guy from the Duck Dynasty said. I did not even know about. So I don't think he knew. I don't think who would care. Not that who would care, but really who actually watches. But the fandom blew it out of proportion. Paparazzi and the media blew it out of proportion, and Liam himself blew it out of proportion. That's what happened. Now, back to what I was starting to say. I felt like it was a little sketch because Liam is part of One Direction, and One Direction is they're a special cult or something. I don't know, I wouldn't say cult, but they're like in a special level, in a special tier, in a special pedestal. Like whatever regular golden rules you would apply to another person does not it's not that it doesn't apply to them, but it's kind of different because they have different goals, different ambitions. It's sort of different, and it's different. They're different. They're different. They're different. I don't even know what else to say. That's like for another video. One Direction is different. They're different. And the fact that Twitter went all out war, basically backlash to the paparazzi, telling them to pick up their balls, and the fact that those things are still on Twitter and they haven't been deleted, and his replies to like Tyler Oakley and some other kid are still there and not deleted is a little sketchy, because these kids are brainwashed and trained on how to react and how to, deal with the media and the paparazzi and the attention. They are trained to switch subjects when they don't feel comfortable in an interview. They are trained to avoid and promote. Okay? They're really trained. So for that whole backlash to still be on Twitter, and it brings heat to the band, because if one of them goes in, all of them go through it. Quotes from Drake. It's a little sketchy. It's a little sketchy if I say so myself, but whatever. I don't know him and I don't care. But it's just, my opinion. So that's just it. Sunday service number 2. Into that, because you're a celebrity and everybody is looking. They're vultures and they want to attack and they want to, manipulate what you say, manipulate, the image that you were trying to give off. And I think some celebrities forget that, and some celebrities brainwash themselves thinking that, they're just normal people, but it's just like, no, man, nah, but I don't know. That's it. I'm done because